Hello? Gamers. What up? Yeah. How we doing? 2025. How's it feeling? Does it feel different? You watched a wild video is good? Thanks. My New Year's alright. It was alright. Yeah. Yeah, we're a fourth of the way through the century. I'm eating this frozen pizza. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Thanks.
Bam, bam. No, you don't want to unfreeze them. It's a margarita pizza. I mean, it's pretty good for frozen pizza. And King Dracara 20 months. 20 is a nice number. It is. 20. Swing. Bum, bum, bum. All right, hold on. Sat at home, watched Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Nice. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good day. Hey. Went to bed 12:45. I mean, you did better than a lot of older people. Go to bed before midnight. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, fishing's not up. Oh yeah, I guess you resub. Hold on, there you go. We have 2 Chopper Dan rights to open the new year. There's one of them. Boom. Burp. Boom. Burp. Can't see the fish? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Just took a while. Well, I gave you a fish. I just didn't know what you caught. But you caught something. You were dead. Yep. And final Chopper Dan, right? Whiscash. You're gonna have a bottle of wine? What kind of wine is it? Hydro Cannon. Let's go. Final rights out. Also, yeah, happy early birthday. Rat. Flamethrower. Well. Tempranillo, those are good. I like those. I mean, it's a little slow, but it's also... its attack stats are kind of too low. And it has higher physical attack than special attack, which is not as good. Super Fang's also pretty trash. He's very mediocre. Wow! Wow. Alright. Hey, Lepaberry. Black belt. Boom. Can't escape. Can't escape. There we go. Venusaur 8. Cool. It was kind of... it was actually okay. It wasn't terrible, but... All right, now we have Vapor Space lefts. Here we go. And dead. Valorant doesn't get anything for scamming me twice. Next left. Lanoon. Let me bump this. There we go. Mega Horn. Well. Whoa, he did it! Big time Lanoon. Cat is just sitting here looking. All right. Stab double kick, yo. Rock slide, yo. That seems pretty good. Crobat. Ideally, I find Machamp 6. That's what I'm looking for here. Someone gave subs on Jesse's stream. Valor gave 3 bonus subs. I mean, Vapor Space got 25 bonus subs the other day. That's the most I've seen. That's the most I've seen in a lot of places. I think Vapor Space has the record. But we still have an hour and 17 minutes of bonus Valorant subs. So if you want to gift subs, now is the time. Also, level 6. to get those bonus subs, bonus Pokemon picks. What a deal. Last night for it. We could get lucky. We didn't get any yesterday, so I mean, it has to happen today, right? Nice, we got it. Ooh, yo! This guy's actually insanely good. I'm gonna rare candy him for a move. Substitute.
Thanks.
Let's get rid of Roar. Oh no.
Thanks.
That kind of sucked. Oh well. Yo, thank you, Wumpus, for the 10 gifted subs. We got
Thanks.
0 bonus, but we got the 2 normal Valorant subs that they add on. So technically, we do get the 2
Thanks.
additional, but no bonus. Valorant being stingy now. You would think they'd lighten up a little bit, since it's on the final day. Thank you, Wumpus.
Thanks.
Do you want left mids or rights for your 12 picks? Doge Roll, Mr. Hazard, B-Scal, Beyond Dezen,
Thanks.
BMO got crits, Agent 00 Skid, Gooit this time, Neon Signs, Tommy has 2 toes,
Thanks.
3 Fristy, Scaples, and Soul Flamer. All
Thanks.
getting subs. Lefts, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 point.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for the 10 gifted. And Madam Smith with the 106 months. I'm just here for the claps. Hey, fair enough. Swag. Thank you, Madam Smith. Hopefully you enjoyed those claps. And thank you, Abmaz, for the 5 gifted subs. We got 1.
Thanks.
Valorant has added 1 with no bonus. Toffler, Jam 1 new, Backstein Johnny, Froggy Style,
Thanks.
Ofen, and Ramzanox. All getting subs. Thank you, Abmaz. Do you want...
Thanks.
You've actually got picks coming up. Do you want lefts? After these Vapor Space lefts, you also have lefts. Master Ball. Don't need it because I'm running this guy.
Thanks.
Burp. Burp, burp. Ba-da.
Thanks.
We're also only 8 subs away from the Garf. Keep stacking the lefts. You got it.
Thanks.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go, champ. Did my sub not go through? It might have gone through. Try refreshing, and then the little text box might pop up in the chat. Sometimes you just got to refresh. Yo, the Lord's here to bless us.
Thanks.
Vapor Space with the 10 gifted subs, and we got
Thanks.
2 additional subs. No bonus subs. Do you think Valorant just ran out of money? They might have just ran out of money at this point. Armani Auto Parts. Wooly W. We have hit the Garf, though. And a baby Garfield again. Oh, my God. The timing. Rainy Daydreams. Dressori. Blind Dice Zebra. Rurik. Ultima Josh. Uka Miner. Kiwi Amatros. Pilzer. Bulwark. And Soul Blade. All getting subs. Thank you, Vapor Space. Yeehaw.
Thanks.
listen, they gave you that one big 25, and then they're like, you've had enough. And thank you, Amoeba Toast, for the 2 months. Oh, there we go. There it is. Did you want a left, mid, or right? 1, 2. Swing. Thank you, Amoeba Toast.
Thanks.
Right, you got it. Doom, doom.
Thanks.
Main thing is, we hit that Garf. Glory be to Garf. Berry juice. Doom.
Thanks.
Doom. 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 Double kick.
Thanks.
I can't believe Valorant hasn't even given us 1 bonus sub tonight. Not even 1. Just their standard additional subs. But additional subs are not the bonus subs. I always got to remind people of that. Those are just additional solidified subs. What do we learn? Feint attack. I mean, it's something. Shed Ninja coverage. I'll take it. It's better than refresh. Do 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 do. Nice. Do 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 do. Oh, is Rock Slide? Should oh, I guess it is. Well, Feint Attack is can't miss coverage, so that's better. There we go. Do 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 do. It's knowing my gameplay luck, I would like miss Shed Ninja with a Rock Slide and he'd hit me with like Perish Song or something. That sounds about right. Beep, beep. Leaf Stone. Burn Heal. Do 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 do. Here we go. Do 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 do. Dive ball. Also, Boogar, is your voice like still messed up? Is it normal but it hurts to talk if you talk too much? Like, what's wrong with it? Growlith. Da, 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 da. Rock Slide. Oh, it doesn't hurt? Interesting. It doesn't hurt. At least stuck to the point where my job wants to. Oh, I see. Because my thing is like, it's been, what was it, October, November, December, January. It's been like 2.5 months for me. And obviously I sound normal, but if I like keep talking, I think this is all just from what I've read. It's like I talk from my throat. So I'm supposed to talk from my diaphragm, but I talk from my throat. And so it's constantly vibrating my larynx and irritating it. And then I do my laugh, which is my like, and it's like straining. I'm essentially going like straining my throat when I do that. So yeah, if I had to talk for 8 hours straight or something, I would probably not feel very good. Let's see. So yeah, I think I just need a vocal coach or something. I think I just need a few lessons of like exercise. I essentially need like physical therapy for my voice. But I'm able to do this, and like I'm fine after. It's just, it's definitely still kind of aggravated. Yeah, like speech therapy or something. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Buy some of those just because I don't know if some stupid Destiny Bond thing will happen. Boom. 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 And we're heading to Brock. Dude, yeah, Cox and Crendor, Jesse loves diaphragm talking. Speaking of what, dude, the latest Cox and Crendor people, there's like some people that got really mad that we talked about how we didn't like school. They're just like, Jesse and Crendor said math is a waste of time for idiots. And it's like, no, that's not what we said. We said we're bad at math. Therefore, we shouldn't have had to take high-level math classes that we just failed at. There should be more options. I think that's all we were saying, is there should be more options for different people. Obviously, we're not saying get rid of math and we don't need math. Double kick. Just keep double kicking. Thank God they keep missing Stab Thunder. Oh my God. Oh my God, we are getting real lucky right here. Wow. Oh, light screen. People really do have very selective hearing at times. And it wasn't even that. It was just like, it's as if I insulted like their version of Arcane. It's like me saying I'm not good at math was saying math is for losers. But it's the opposite. I wish I was good at math, dude. I wish. Hold on. Let me see this.
Real good.
Real good.
Also, today we're brought to you by...
Real good. That should be a Jesse Cox soundboard thing.
Thanks.
Hold on. Is this it? Beep 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 beep. Like sure, basic math is fine. Like everybody should learn basic math. And like stuff like that. But it's like once you get into these like other stuff, it's okay, but this person said shitting on education, praising knowledge about commercials and the art of watching TV, then stroking their egos with stating a bunch of obvious facts like it's some kind of forgotten secret. Solid year closure, in my opinion. I don't know what this person was listening to. It just sounds like a copy pasta. But I know it's not, because we mentioned the TV in the episode. It's just number one, shitting on education doesn't mean we're just shitting on the education of knowledge, of just learning in general. We're shitting on the system that educates. Shitting on the educational system, not education itself. Maybe if the education system was good, we wouldn't get comments like this. And then praising the knowledge of commercials, which, I'm gonna blow your mind here, is a form of education. The knowledge of commercials is a form of education. We've been educated on how commercials function. Therefore, we've been educated. Okay. I just... it genuinely just hurts my brain. Reading YouTube content. I don't know why I do it. Every time I'm like, why did I do this? And then I'm like, I need to just stop. And then I do it again. Let's fight Brock. Things like standardized testing and stuff, it teaches you how to like cram information so you can pass a test and then forget it. Or it teaches you how to like cheat off other people. Like most people, that's all they do. They either cram or they cheat. And that's what it's built on. Bup. Also, Jesse was literally a history teacher. He was an educator. He was a product of the education system. He was like in it. If anybody knows about it, it's him. He literally taught. I just don't. Oh yeah, here. The other person said, listening to two YouTube bros talk about how math and science education is unimportant makes me relieved that they don't have kids. Okay. Like what? It's just it's like it gets on par with the people that are like, you failed. Okay, this is definitely a person that if I failed a Hearthstone, what do you call it? If I had lethal in Hearthstone and missed it, this is the person that would be like, how do you breathe? Like it's definitely the same type of person. How did you miss lethal? How are you even alive? Rock slide. Well, guess what? At least I'm not the type of person commenting on a YouTube video. In fact, I can't even think of the last time I commented a like negative comment on a YouTube video. Usually if I've ever watched something and it's bad, I'm just like, well, that sucked. Or like, I don't really like that. And then I just move on. I never have the underlying feeling of like, I gotta get my opinion in on this one, guys. They have to know what I have to think. Maybe that's because I deal with YouTube comments, though. Maybe it's because I know that YouTube person's probably like scamming? They're scamming me. They're like skimming the YouTube comments, just being like, they're gonna read it. Also, thank you, Herpel, for the 26 months. New year, new copy pasta. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26. Fuck. They were 26 months. Purple. I did not get the blue proto Drake yet, no. Go to lol main, Heimerdinger, and Trundle. Primarily Heimerdinger. So what's that mean? Let's see. So yeah, I think I just get. I don't even mind if somebody's constructively critical of what I'm doing or saying or whatever. It's when it's like passed off as like a, I don't have to think about that, this is too stupid, or like they misunderstand what we're even saying. Also, thank you, Lizard Spherix, for the 76 months. Thank you very much. Fuck. They've been 76 months. It is usually willful misunderstanding, yeah. Also, Lizard Spherix and Herpel, did you want directions? Doing, doing, doing. Yeah, if you're gonna be mad about something, at least understand what I said first or get it right. Like if they would have been like, Jesse and Crendor are dumb, they don't understand that they should have did math because it helps you logically process information and understand things. That would have even been better because I would have been like, all right, yeah, you know what? You're right. It does have problem solving skills and stuff, which is what other people said in like normal ways. It's just this one of just like, these stupid idiots are so dumb and they're dumb. All right, mid left. Yeah, and the fact that there's no class about taxes or like managing money in your bank account and stuff is actually insane. Double kick. Also, we beat Brock. Wow. And we got jump kick. And you can learn it. I think I have to learn it just because I need another skill. Now that I got bite, I don't really need feint attack. Although this one doesn't miss. I kind of like they can make him flinch. So I think I'm going to get rid of feint attack. Plus bite has more PP. There we go. Cool. Schools really do love to waste your time. I'm convinced that a lot of it's because they are just trying to fill time. And the other is that they just, if it's like colleges and stuff, they really just want to make more money. So it's not like it's free, it's a business. So it's just, you know, it's a business decision. Oh boy. Got the flinch. Algebra is also crazy important. Most people don't get how often we really do use it in our day-to-day. All right. I'm somebody that doesn't realize how important algebra is in a day-to-day. Explain to me some instances where I'm using algebra in day-to-day. Genuinely curious. I'm not even saying that as like a, listen here, guy. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Double kick. All right, cool. We're burned. You do it without knowing. Okay, I'm still asking for an example. If I do it without knowing, then why do I need to know it if I'm already doing it? Wouldn't you need to still know how to do it? Double kick. Swift? Ooh. I guess I don't need bite, since I do have shed engine coverage now. So I'll just, you know what? Let's do that. Beep, beep. Rock slide. Take that. Rock slide. Rock slide. Measuring recipes? I mean, sure. Isn't that mainly just fractions? I guess fractions are algebra. I always considered fractions like their own thing. But I mean, like, not everybody even needs to know recipes. Toast Roman caught a Pokeball. You get a free Pokemon direction. Right. Idiot it is. I'm still waiting for my everyday algebra usage. Magic coat, it's fine. That's right, we have an actual run. Percentages are usually taught alongside algebra, I'm not sure. That's my thing, is like, I failed math numerous times. So like, I don't know what is algebra and what isn't algebra. Like, are fractions algebra? Are percentages algebra? Are they their own things that are just taught with algebra? I have no idea. I was in dumb kid math. Algebra is using basic equations to solve practical problems. Okay, what is a practical problem that we have every day that we use algebra to solve? That's what I'm asking. Because you said most people don't get how often we really do use it in our day-to-day lives. So I'm wondering, what are some things we're using in our day-to-day lives that would be practical problems we're solving with algebra? Because, like, from my perspective, wouldn't just science be good at that? Like, science is teaching you to, like, hypothesize and, like, test theories and stuff, right? So wouldn't that be better to learn problem solving? I don't know. I guess that's also just involving math. Bam. You're in Blood Bowl? Isn't that just like statistics? Isn't probability statistics? You know, it's not algebra, right? Statistics is like its own thing. I remember because I took my statistics class. If you have $300, you need 500 things cost various prices. You have to use algebra. Make sure that 300 is enough to cover everything you need. So is that... So figuring out, like, fractions of money and stuff is algebra. Like, whenever I think of algebra, I just think of, like, a square, b square, c square. Slopes. What's the slope? Like, that's all I think of with algebra. Repel. That's geometry? Listen, again. I did not do well in school. I failed. Actually, you know what? Geometry, I think I got like a C+. Hold on. Now I'm like... What are examples of algebra? X plus 5 equals 10. 2x greater than... or... Okay, this was always my issue. Like, I get basic algebra, alright? I think basic algebra is fine. I don't mind learning basic algebra in school. It's when it gets to this point where it's just like somebody like me who's like, all right, I figured out how to realize like, oh yeah, I have money I need to figure out, or like, what could this be if I have $300 to figure out like if this is X and X is like whatever, right? But when it gets to like 3x plus 2y equals 10a, or like y up sign 3 minus 5y plus 2, like, why do I need this? Unless I'm like a scientist. Oh my algebra, abstract algebra. Many activities utilize algebra, often without us realizing it. From strategizing in chess and managing a baseball team's batting order to figuring out the odds of a certain cards in poker, or calculating the trajectory of a basketball. Temperature conversion. Oh god, I'm terrible at that. Substituting ingredients. Oh jeez. This is why I failed. Algebra in planning travel itineraries. Planning travel itinerary algebra frequently enters the picture. It aids us in many ways, from ensuring budget compliance. I don't do that. Calculating travel times. Yeah, I was so bad at that. I remember they'd be like, this train's going this way at like 50 miles an hour, going like from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go home and play World of Warcraft. I'm not gonna lie. Drawing attention every day. Like, I'm just convinced that some people are good at math. And it's just, those are the people that should be handling all the math. I'm not one of them. Beep, 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 beep. I think if they taught the math in a practical sense, it would be a lot better. It's like how they're saying, here's some practical ways in real life situations you'll learn algebra with. And it's like, well, why can't we learn that in school? It felt like it was always, they didn't apply it for anything. Like if they would have done that, I would have been like, oh yeah, I guess we would be doing this type of thing. Or if they would have been like, we're gonna learn about baseball averages and learn algebra in like how sports, or how it's used in sports and like basketball, and I would have been like, yo, this is pretty cool. I feel like they just taught it badly. They didn't really make you interested in it, unless you were already interested in it. Sports aren't boring, they're great. I love sports and I don't care who knows. All right. Jimmy has 22 minus X apples. And he eats Y of the apples. How many Z apples does he have? I think the idea that the education shall be in the service of needed for a job or usable in everyday life, short sighted way to look at the world. I mean, I don't think everything should be like that. But I do think, to an extent, it should be. Because then if you just start making people learn stuff just to learn it, it's kind of... Like, I get it from a way of, like, you'll also discover things that you wouldn't have... Like, say somebody learns about, I don't know, science, geology. And they normally wouldn't have taken a geology thing. They're like, yo, geology's actually pretty cool, right? I'm glad I took that. Like, I get it from that type of perspective. Or that it's teaching you on how to learn. It just feels like sometimes in the schooling system, they just kind of... They didn't care if you were learning properly or, like, how you learned or whatever. They're just like, this is what we teach, so learn it. And if you don't like it, too bad. You'll go flip burgers. Like, that's just... I don't know.
Thanks.
Thank you, King Shakara, for the 5 gifted subs. Whoa, we got 2 bonus.
Thanks.
2 bonus. Mamma Mia. Volt Kruger. Zyra Fohan. Zetango. Making Bears. Warlock Override. Scoopanok, Dark Enforcer TV, and Burb. Thank you,
Thanks.
King Jerk Era. Did you want left mids or rights?
Thanks. Thanks.
Let's see.
Thanks.
Learning stuff at school, even if it doesn't seem serve a practical purpose, helps develop neuron plasticity, which is how you actually learn any skill.
Thanks.
I mean, true. But I feel like you can also learn... It feels like there's more than just that way to learn. Well, like, if you're not interested in what they're teaching, are you still developing that neuron plasticity? Or is it one of those things where you have to be interested in it in order to develop it? Are you not going to develop it as well? Or is it like, if you learn something outside of school, are you going to develop that neuron plasticity? Or does it depend on if you're interested in it? Like, I don't know. There's like if I go to school and I don't care about math and I don't pay attention to it, but then I go home and I read up on like baseball statistics, am I still going to develop that neuron plasticity? Or like, is it going to be at different levels? You know? Not in the same way. Anytime you learn something. Like, obviously, we haven't always had just a school system, you know what I mean? So it's like... Because to me, like, a school, it really does feel like a factory. It was like you showed up, bell rang, you go to a class for 45 minutes, bell rang, you go to your next thing, you do that 8 times, you get your lunch break, ding ding, go home, do some of this work, do it again. And so it's like, it feels like it doesn't feel like they developed it for our neuron plasticity. It feels like they developed it in like a factory setting. I don't know. I feel like as you get through to like higher education, it's definitely less like that, like when you're more in college and stuff. But I think the younger years feel much more like that. But then again, yeah, at the same time, there are only so many ways to educate large groups of people. So I get that as well. I think it's one of those things where I think it's a much more complicated situation. Also, I think we're gonna die here than it's made out to be, which is why I think it's so difficult to discuss.
Thanks.
Whoop. Boy. Jump kick. Massive jump kick. The real lesson is to not read the YouTube comment. If I would have just not learned how to read in school, I wouldn't have had this issue. Thank you, Mr. Mormus. 27 months. 27 months of cheering for mid. Fuck. There 27 months. Oh, you wanted mids. Okay, I was checking again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's also really good teachers I had and some really terrible teachers. Like some teachers that were just really bad that I don't even think should have been teachers. And then other ones that like genuinely made you want to learn. And you're like, wow, this person's awesome. I feel like I gotta get out of here. I mean, it's like the story. I literally told the story on Cox and Crendor. When I went to community college, okay, this is a massive flaw in the educational system. When I went to community college, I was going to get credit for English 102. The one class I went to is this woman who is like, we're going to be learning all about English. We're going to do so much work. We're going to learn. It's going to be great. Here's your syllabus. It's like this thick. We're like, and she's like, get ready to learn because you got to try hard to pass this class. I dropped that shit instantly. Went to a different class. Same exact credit. It was a man that was a part-time bartender. And he said the complete opposite of that woman. He said, I'm going to give you the least amount of work because I don't want to grade it. Americans are fat. So we're going to play soccer in class. So we one day flipped all our desks over on the side and we played soccer in class with a tiny ball. And we did the least amount of work. It was like, I'm not even sure I learned English in that class. I learned more about soccer. He also, this teacher, I swear, this was like, I just had a flashback. He straight up was like, I like to swear, so if you don't like my fucking class, you can get out of here. And 3 kids got up and left. And I was like, dude, I'm staying here. And I got a B+ in that class, and that is the exact same credit as the kids who worked their ass off in that other woman's class doing nonstop reading, a thick syllabus on actual education in English 102. But somebody might have gotten a B- in that woman's class, and they didn't stand up to my B+ in the exact same credit. So just the fact that, like, the same class had 2 extreme polar opposite experiences but provided the same credit was just, like, mind-blowing to me. And to me, what I learned, which was maybe the most important thing I learned from that, was that life is about making the right choice. And you can make a choice where you're like, man, I gotta work real hard to achieve this thing. Or you can be like, you know what? I worked less and I achieved the exact same thing. And I was like, you know what? School taught me something. And I've applied that to this very day. Here we go. I'm not sure which one you're saying is a bad teacher. Oh, the bartender guy was a terrible teacher. But it didn't matter to me because I was just a kid trying to pass classes and get credits.
Thanks.
And so I was just taking the path of least resistance, which is what most people will do. Thank you, Salty Kerfuffle, gifting a sub to Peace Bloom. Thank you very much. There we are. Wait, did I get this? I did not. So yeah, it's I don't know. I can understand both sides. It's like I don't hate education. I love education. I think the system's pretty bad, but I also think making a good system is difficult. Like very difficult. Because you have so many different variables, just like algebra. that you have to account for. And we're paralyzed. I tied it all back. Look at that. Main good system would be our goal, but it's not even the goal is money. Well, I would say there's too many different people wanting different things. There's definitely some people that their goal is to provide good education, but then there's also people where their goal is to make money. The same way that there's kids that do want to learn, and then there's kids that don't want to learn, and then there's teachers that really do want to teach, and then there's teachers that just show up to get a paycheck. And so you have those different variables, and then you have them spread out across so many different schooling systems in different parts of the world, and they're all kind of clashing together, and some people have more of one than others. Some people have more teachers that are good than bad, and some people have better, like, you know, management of their schooling system, but they have bad teachers. Some people have kids that want to learn. Some people have good teachers, kids that don't want to learn. Listen, I actually had a good amount of teachers that were actually pretty decent, but a bunch of kids that didn't want to learn shit. So they didn't care. And then you could have kids that really do want to learn, but they got some terrible teachers. So it's like there's just so much shit going on. It also sometimes felt like the education was outdated, especially in modern times. I remember I tried to learn marketing because I was interested in marketing. Mainly the psychological aspect of marketing. I wasn't like, I want to make a business and screw over the people of the country. I was just curious as to, like, why would somebody buy something? Why would somebody do this, right? Like, I was genuinely curious because I found marketing is just psychology, business psychology for the most part. This is before I even did, like, YouTube and stuff. I was just genuinely curious. And I remember trying to learn, and they were teaching us marketing from, like, the 1980s. And I was like, this is, like, outdated. I was like, what about internet marketing and, like, stuff? And this was, like, 2009, by the way. And they were like, if it's not in the book, by the way, spend, like, $200 on the book. Make sure you spend $200 on the book. You gotta have that one. Book was terrible. And I remember I dropped that class and I went to Barnes & Noble and I just started reading marketing books. And I learned quite a bit from just doing that. Thank you, Cinelock. 107 months. We live and die as idiots. Thank you, Cinelock. Woo! Thank you, Cinelock. I also hated that too. Like, you're already paying so much money for a class or to go to school, and then they're making you buy the books on top of it. That's just some, like, that's some next level. That's like, what are you gonna do? Sell me? You're making me pay for a game. You're making me buy the game, pay for the game subscription, and then buy. What are you gonna make me buy? Mounts in the game? That's crazy. When would that happen? All right. So I think my big thing was once I found what I enjoyed, I enjoyed taking classes about. Like, I enjoyed my film class I did. I remember I dropped out of community college, but I went back the next year for community college because I took a film class. And it was cool because I didn't care about my grade. I was just there to, like, learn. And, like, just kind of, you know, experience whatever the teacher... Because the teacher was actually a pretty cool guy. He actually cared about film. And so I learned, like, about the rule of thirds. I learned about lighting. We would, like, watch movies and kind of break it down. Oh, yeah, I find Misty now. And it was fun just not caring about the grade. Because I feel like so many people care about the grade. They're just like, if I do this, am I going to get a good grade? Is this the grade? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, when you just go into it trying to learn, it was kind of much more freeing. Just in general. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And I still remember things from that class. Which I always found interesting. Double kick. Using Wikipedia is actually better than ChatGPT. I always thought... I remember, in my high school history class, our teacher said, don't use Wikipedia. If you use Wikipedia, I will fail you. Well, I used Wikipedia, and I got a B+ on one of the papers I did. So I think her ability to figure out Wikipedia was not very strong. Also, we're poisoned. I don't know if I have any poison curing stuff. I have paralyzed heal. Cool. And I have one big heal. At least Wikipedia has, like, sources you can find on it. ChatGPT, it'll, like, show the sources it, like, scrapes shit from, but then it, like, tries to write a, like, a paragraph. I don't know. It sucks. Let's hope this kills it. That's not good. Wait. Can I survive one more poison? If I heal... I think I have to risk it. Just so I can live. Because if I use the heal here, I think I just die anyway. Let's go. Oh my Christ, okay. It's over. One of the things I did hate about making kids write papers and stuff is a lot of times it taught you how to write poorly. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, write 5,000 words. And then if you wrote a good paper, but it was only 3,500 words, it essentially taught you to fill your paper with meaningless garbage to hit a quota instead of, like, just saying, oh, wow, this is just a good paper you wrote, and it does what it has to do. It does what it has to do, you know, it's good. It's like, no, you need filler in there. Okay. Next left. And then every paper has things like all in all, this is what it is, and what I believe it to be is true, and that is why I believe that this thing is the way that it is. And it's just like you read like 3 different things before you get to the actual meat of what you're trying to read. Next left. Oh yeah, block quotes? Dude, I forgot about block quotes. You gonna write a paper about math? Dude, what the shit? I actually didn't mind writing papers. I was the person that actually enjoyed writing more than a lot of the other stuff I had to do. The class I played Pokemon in, I ended up writing a paper for this group of kids because they went out and did a social experiment, and they're like, none of us want to write the paper. And I was like, if I don't have to do anything else, if I don't have to like go with you somewhere, if I don't have to whatever, I'll just write the paper and you guys could just do the experiment. And that's what we did. So they went out, they did some dumb social experiment, and then I just wrote about it, and we got like an A. That was like sick. That was easy, and I just played Pokemon in that class. It's the same with reading. It almost would ruin reading for me because I enjoy reading, but they would make you read shit you didn't want to read. And so it just made you hate reading until you realize later on, like, wow, I can read what I want to read. This is cool. Uh-oh. This Aerodactyl's actually okay. He just needs moves. Altaria. Probably Altaria 6. Oi! Premier Ball. Okay. I still remember going to, I think a lot of it just also depends if you're interested in something or like putting it in a way you're interested. Because I remember I love sports and I would remember sports statistics like crazy. Like I would just, I would know everybody on a sports team. I would know like their batting averages. I would know their shot percentages. I would know like football and then I remember my dad specifically in like 5th grade being like, how come you can memorize all this stuff about sports but you can't remember your schoolwork? And I was just like, because I actually care about those things. And I feel like that's what a good teacher does, is a good teacher can take whatever you're learning about and shape it and frame it in a way that interests you. But I guess that is hard to do when you have a class of like 30 kids, right? Left. Go get the Charizard! Magical leaf. Okay, we're good, we're good. Wrap? Don't want that. Yo, it's Drought Charizard? Okay, if we just get a fire move, we're good. Genuinely. Bam, 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 bam. The new cringe in college is forcing discussion forum posts? Wait, what do you mean? Like standing up and being like, this is what I believe, discuss. I believe that Charizard is the best Pokemon, discuss. Oh, like a literal online forum? Forcing students to write and respond to posts within the online shell. What? You're just so you're like required to discuss something online. But then isn't everybody just gonna like like you can already see what's gonna happen. They'll just be like yeah, like be like, all right, Charizard's the best. And everyone be like, yeah, he's pretty cool. And they'll be like, yeah, I agree. Charizard has dragon wings and they'll allow him to fly if he wants. Then someone else will be like, no, I think he would be bad at living in a hot environment. He'd overheat and die of dehydration. That sucks. I hate that. Ponyta. I'm gonna get this item up here. Okay. I mean, that's what I found really interesting about reading marketing and psychology stuff, is because you learn how brains work. We learn how brain work. And so just learning, like how I mentioned earlier, that humans will take the path of least resistance, and how that actually applies to like literally every aspect of life. I think my favorite book I read 2 years ago at the library. I was reading it when I had my concussion. It kind of hurt to read a bit. It was the book from the guy at Wendy's. It's like Red Marketing book. It's literally called Red Marketing. And so the guy who was a marketing CEO, or like head of marketing, and then like head of Wendy's and whoever. Yeah, Dave Thomas. They talk about all their marketing strategies with like KFC, Taco Bell, Wendy's, like all these different things. But it's like genuinely interesting in how people act based on the scenario applied. So for example, this was just like about themselves. They were like, we had an employee, also we're dead, awesome. We had an employee who kept eating candy bars every day for lunch. And he was like, every day at like 10 p.m., he would eat a Snickers. And we asked him, why are you eating that Snickers? And he's like, well, I opened my desk drawer and it's there. So I eat it and I just keep putting them there. And so they were like, what if you put it farther away? Or what if you swap that with something else? And so he did. And he like swapped the Snickers out for just like a banana. And then he was just like, I'll put the banana here and the Snickers over there. And he did that. And he literally just did the same thing with the banana. And he was like, yeah, I just started eating the banana. So it's like, because something is right near you, it just makes it that much more likely to happen. It's like how if you want to remember to take your vitamins, you just put them where you go. Like you put them by your desk, or you put them by by your like coffee machine, or like by your keys. And then when you go, you're like, oh yeah, vitamin. And so when something just kind of infiltrates your routine, or infiltrates your space that you frequently visit, you're more likely to do that thing. So yeah, that's one thing. That was really interesting, but it makes sense. But they applied that to like different aspects. So for example, if you go to a website, and there's a website, right? Let's go to, I don't know, algebra.com, all right? You go to algebra.com, and a pop-up happens, and it says, sign up for algebra.com. And then you click off that and it says, are you sure you want to leave algebra.com? And then you're like, yes. And then you're done. Versus, let's say you go to algebra.org and algebra.org is just like, hey, what's up? And then you're like, I want to get out of here. And you click off. You're more likely to revisit algebra.org because it didn't flood your brain with unnecessary steps. Or the same thing with like signing up for an account. If you go to a website and it's like sign up for an account, most people instantly close it and they're like, I'm not going to do this. But if it just lets you browse the website for a bit, you're more likely to sign up for an account because it's not forcing you to do it and it's not creating these extra steps. So yeah. So it applies to like selling stuff because if you make somebody click 4 times to purchase your shirt, less people are going to buy it than if you made somebody click 2 times to purchase your shirt because there's less tension getting in the way of that purchase. Did I get into Jesse's? What am I saying that's crazy? I'm literally talking about marketing psychology from some of the best marketers in the world. How is that crazy? What's crazy about that? Tell me. Let's buy some of these. Also, this guy got out. Run away. I wish I was high learning about this shit. You kidding me? I would be more like, why are we even clicking, man? Why aren't we just clicking on life, you know? Why aren't we just marketing to ourselves? Why aren't we just believing in what we are? If we just took who we are and marketed that to the world, we would all be our own marketers and we would all believe that we are to be loved in the universe of business. That's not what I'm saying. Also, it's Oracle 8. See if he's good. Nah, don't dig! I didn't mean to use dig there. My banned? Is that an illegal run because I used dig? Here, I'll walk it back. There we go. Now it's legal. I went down the path I would have gone. Also, this guy kind of sucks. Oh well. I just find it fascinating, all right? It's the same way, you know how if you go to Kohl's, everything's on sale? I always found that weird. I was like, why is everything on sale here? It's not like the prices are that crazy. And then you realize that they just mark shit up and put it on sale. So you might go to somewhere normal that sells like a pair of socks for like $6 or some shit. But then you go to Kohl's and they're like, these socks are $10. But you know what? We've put them on half price sale down to $5. And you're like, wow, what a deal. But then you realize they've just like cranked the price up and put it on sale as like a marketing tactic to make you think you're saving a ton of money. And really you're saving like barely anything compared to the normal price. Or they might even just put it at the normal price to make you think you're saving money when you're not. Unreal. Marowak. High prices also make you think it's worth more. Yeah, that's why they'll be like, this is a $300 value, but we're giving it to you for the low, low price of $29.99. But act now and we'll throw in this free tote bag. Also, yeah, we got only 6 minutes left on the Valorant subs. This is it. The final time to shine. JCPenney stopped doing that shit. They got a new CEO. He's like, no more of that. We're gonna simply put the honest price. Then they lost money. People hated it. They stopped shopping. Yeah, that sounds about right. Honesty in my business? I won't be going there anymore.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sinvicta, for the 5 gifted subs. Unbelievable. We've got 0 bonus subs from Valorant. Thank you, Valorant, for being so great. Gersid, I Link the Hero, Aussie Loken, Snoring Frog, Tryla Banjo, and the Lulric. All getting Sinvicta subs. Thank you, Valorant, for the big time scam.
Thanks.
Let me add these rights in. Victa. 3, 4, 5, 6 rights. Maybe we catch Grovile. I'm not the scammer. It's Valorant who is scamming. Unbelievable scammerant. Right? Thunderbolt, yo, this guy's not bad. If I get a grass move, I'm gonna run him. There we go. Oh, and the one of the other cool things I remember learning about is the smoothie effect. I don't know if you're familiar with the smoothie effect. It probably has many different names. It's just like a random name based off this experiment that happened. So this is all based on this woman that was selling smoothies on TV. And nobody was buying the smoothie machine she was using. And so they're like, okay, but then she spilled the smoothie all over the place, and she was like, oh my god, I spilled the smoothie. I'm sorry, everyone. And then more people started buying the smoothie machine because she spilled it. And so it's the smoothie effect, they call it, but it's more just like a, there's like an actual scientific term for it, but pretty much if you show that you're like genuine and that you mess up, people are typically more likely to buy something or to like you. So like, for example, if you're at a job interview and there's like a bunch of people that are just like, hello, I am perfect job man. And then somebody else goes in and they're like, hey, what's going on? And they like knock over a cup of water and they're like, ah, geez, sorry. There's actually more likelihood that that person would get hired. Because yeah, it like humanizes you. Exactly. Now, that's not going to be like every situation. There'll probably be some boss or somebody there that's just like, you idiot. But like for the most part, that is a actual phenomenon that happens. Yeah, targets people's ability to empathize, sympathize. Yeah. The problem is then marketers get a hold of it and they're just like, how do we make people buy shit with this? This music's perfect for this talk. How do you even know how to talk? You're a panda. What time? It's almost 2 a.m. Okay, Sizor, here we go. This is like last Pokemon of the night. Poison Tail. Oh boy. And we're dead. All right. We got to do the Garf. But we also got a blue proto Drake check. Uh-oh. My Game Boy. There we go. Final minute of Valorant subs. Okay, right now, if somebody gives 5 subs, I will give 5 subs. This is my final opportunity to scam myself, but maybe they'll actually do it this time. And if not, here we go. Final minute. 5 subs, give 5 subs.
Thanks.
Hold on, gift bonus subs. Thank you, Vaporspace, for the 5 gifted subs. We got 0 bonus from Valorant, except for the one they had. Thank you, Valorant. So kind. Car Styles, Geisly, Rusty Ruby, Sloppy Joe, that Scumper guy, and Lathus. Swing. Thank you, Vaporspace. Watch this. Here we go. Crendor gift 5 subs. Will Valorant actually gift any more? No, they won't. It's just TB laughing at me again. Thank you, Scammerant, for scamming me for the 3rd time. Cammy. Siri's last. Rekla 11. Boyku and Space Ghost. All getting subs.
Thanks.
That's right, it doesn't work on your own channel because it's a scam. It used to work on your own channel and then they stopped it because they're scams.
Thanks.
Scammerant. How many picks do you have in queue now? It's a lot.
Thanks.
It is 27. I think it's over 50. There's one of them, there's quite a few just like 12s, 6s. There's a couple 12s, a couple 6s. One I just wrote your name and I wrote 27. So I think that was the bonus sub one. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one soon. You do have 2 more picks currently before we get to Abmaz left. So, yeah. All right, let me
Thanks.
do a blue proto Drake check here. Pause. I gotta swap over world of blue proto Drake. World. I think the bonus subs are now officially gone as well. World of blue proto Drake. There we go. Thank you, Websy. 31 months. 1, 3, 5, 7. I don't know. 37, 2, 9, 12, 12, 3, 5, 7, 9, 31. Swag. They were the 31 months. Websy. Oh. Oh. My World of Warcraft crashed. Wait, nope, no, it didn't. It's loading. Why does this load so slow? There has to be some reason. There's got to be somebody on YouTube that'll tell me why it loads slow. This is attempt number 449. 449. Once I'm loaded in, I'm fine. Then I'm getting like super FPS.
Thanks.
Oh, maybe it is add-ons. Thank you, Ghost Horn, gifting a sub to Inglorious. Thank you very much for the Lucky New Year sub. Here we go. Big time luck. Honestly, I think we might get it here. I know I've said that numerous other times, but this might actually be it. If I know algebra, and I do, this could be the attempt. Alrighty. Boy, do I know algebra.
My liege.
By leech.
And now
All right. Also, this week's Pointless Top 10, I'm going to be doing things I forgot about, or things I forgot to put in other Pointless Top 10s, Part 2. One of which is Bruce the Gator Mount. And there's many other ones I have on this list I have to figure out, but definitely Bruce. Bruce is on the list. I do feel like I should have put him on the Gator list. All right, here we go. Okay. The Lich King. Top 10 things. Forgot to put in top 10 things. I forgot top 10 things. We probably will once we get to 10 of them. No doubter. Here we go. Takes a deep breath. Maybe we had to take a deep breath to get the blue proto drake all along. Maybe that was the secret. Nope, that didn't do it. Yeah, maybe 2026. A sacred site for my people. Wow, could these be the Dark Lost Crocools from Pointless Top 10 mobs you forgot existed? I think they are. Yeah, I gotta try with my mage. Here we go. 450. This one's gotta be it. This one's gotta be it. A nice rounded number of 450. Yep, lucky number 450. It's what they always say. They always say it. Here we go. Okay. Doink. All right. Here we go. The last time I'll ever have to run this dungeon right here, right now. Lucky attempt number 450. Yes, sirree. Also, I've said this before, but I'm pretty sure I actually have more than 450 attempts because I've done this before I had rarity. And I also did some of these attempts when they had the Wrath of the Lich King, or not Wrath, the world event where you were able to, like, get the mount. I think it was Legion? BFA? One of those. I don't remember which one. But you were able to, like, go to Ice Crown and get the blue proto drake from that event. And I didn't get it then. Oh, Shadowlands. Okay, that's what it was. I couldn't remember which one. No wonder. Shadowlands. I blocked that out. So really, I probably am closer to 500 attempts at this point. But, you know. It's whatever. None of it matters. It's just, there's no mount yet. Beyond my imagining.
I am yours to command, my king.
What mongrels dare intrude here? Look alive, my brothers!
All right. Can you imagine if somebody ran this and then got it on their first attempt? See you later, Herpel. Have a good night.
Come, enemies of the Scourge. I will show you the might of the Lich King.
Fire. Fire. Yeah, I should have just gotten it back in Wrath. I don't know what I was doing. Here we go.
You motherless knaves! Your corpses will make fire.
There it is, the double crenellation paints.
I'll show.
I knew we'd get them eventually. Double crenellation paints. Woohoo! Yippee! Double cren paints. Hell yeah. Well, I've actually gotten decently lucky with mounts lately, though, so it's like I got that worm on stream, the Abyss Worm. I got the Hawk Strider from Burning Crusade, so I don't have any more of those mounts. Like, I've actually gotten a decent amount of mounts lately. I got that Dragonflight mount, the one where it's like off the archaeology dragon that flies in. It's been pretty good. Wait, who is this? Oh, Calumenetha. Okay, I was like, what? I'm not gonna lie. From this angle, I thought it was like just some woman holding a surfboard. But the surfboard's actually her, like, the front of her robe thing. But from, like, back here, it kind of just looked like a surfboard, especially when you're, like, angling this. I was like, wait, who's holding a surfboard over there? Yeah, loincloth. All right, we got a Garf. Where'd we leave off? We did that. Wait. Wait. Did we do this one? Wait, we didn't do that. Okay, here we go. I found where we left off. 3 of 500, but I'm lazy, so I'm gonna let Trading Post do it for me while I play Classic. Hell yeah. I just hit 500. I didn't even realize it. It like counted mounts, I guess, because I logged into a different character that had more mounts technically from whatever. So I hit 500 just like a week ago. Here we go. Good music. Just what is an heirloom? An heirloom is something that's been in your family for generations. That no one's... What? Webcam? That no one's had the guts to pitch out or throw out? I guess he just says pitch out, but I think he means throw out or break or whatever. Yeah! Garfield Odie. Garfield Odie. Just as I suspected. Alright. Kittens love to chase things. This can be a very satisfying form of entertainment. Kittens also love to play catch. But, webcam. But the best way to drive them wild is to hide objects from them. Rawr, crunch. But not for very long. Dude, this webcam sucks ass at focusing on Garfield comics. What if I do the, like... Oh? R. John, what happened? I'm fine, go away. Are you okay? Tell me. The shaver snagged my mustache, okay? I shaved my mustache off. Do tell. I decided it made me look like a walrus. Proud of you, John. Takes a big walrus to admit his mistakes. Dude. It's actually happening. It's a Christmas miracle. Webcam? Garfield, what are you doing? Charades? I love charades. Let's see. First word. No. You're that's it. No. You're snap. Leg. No. Stand. You're standing on something. Standing in something. No, I goofed it. I messed up the webcam, dude. I had it. I had it. It's gone. Oh. Fourth word. My. You're standing in my. I got it. Food. You're standing in my food. That was a good one. Now it's my turn. This is a movie title, okay? Stupid, John. All right, here we go. This is gonna be good. John drinking. John drinking. Amuse Garfield. That's Mr. Fig Face to you. The heck? John on jukebox. Garfield going in. Garfield on TV. Oh, oh. That Garf. Here I am falling asleep face down in a bowl of food. This is it. I've reached the pinnacle of laziness and gluttony. How depressing. There's no place to go after you've reached the top. I eat too much because I am depressed, and I'm depressed because I eat too much. Damn, dude, this is getting real. It's a vacuum circle. Oh, it's a vicious circle. Vacuum circle? Listen, I can't read this either, all right? It's kind of a vacuum circle. It's a vicious circle that took years to perfect. Garfield, everybody, the vacuum circle. The vacuum circle. Yep, the year is ruined. I'm sorry to have ruined 2025 on the second day through the power of the vacuum circle, but I've done it. Folks, thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button, follow along, be alerted when I go live. Check out all the links below the stream, whole bunch of links down there, check them all out. Thanks, buddy. Subscribe, resubscribe, drop bits, tips, gifted subs, watched ads, or just hung out and enjoyed the stream. If you haven't seen my World of Warcraft New Year's Eve video that's on World of Warcraft's YouTube website, you go watch it right there. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Ringing in the new year with roleplay featuring Crendor on World of Warcraft YouTube.com. What a fun, unbelievable video. You should like, comment, and subscribe on. I'm gonna go. It's already late. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. See ya.